Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D, and today it's the 1962 United States quarter dollar coin, the Washington quarter dollar, and we're going to try to talk to you about the 1962 United States proof set coins and what the difference between a proof coin and an uncirculated coin is, both in terms of how they look and how do you identify them in 1962. Now, a lot of you are thinking, well, you just turn it over and it has an S on the back. Well, in 1962, that's not how it worked. In 1962, the San Francisco Mint didn't make proof sets. In fact, the San Francisco Mint didn't make any coins in 1962. They hadn't made any since 1954 when they closed down. The closing down of the San Francisco Mint may be the reason why we have some reverse proof die Philadelphia Mint quarters from 1962, but this isn't one of them. This is the actual proof quarter. Let's take a look at the quarter itself. Just beautiful, shiny quarter. One of the things you notice about these proof quarters is they don't get the kind of patina that the other quarters do. Liberty, it says at the top, "In God We Trust under Washington's chin," 1962 here. And if we tip it way, way up, we'll see that there's a J and an F there for John Flanagan, who originally engraved this coin in 1962. If we actually blow it way up, we see there's a little bit of an edge there. Sometimes these coins don't sit quite right, and you get a little bit of a doubling there. And this one, it's hardly worth... In this one, it's hardly visible, but it's kind of cool to look for that once you start magnifying it. And we look on the side and we're going, hey, where's all the copper? These are 90% silver coins, and they are worth about between $4 and $5 just in bullion value alone. We tip it on the back and we see this says United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum here. Just a great looking eagle. A little bit of the cowlick back there. Not great detail on the beak, and that's par for the course for the 1962. Not great detail on the feathers. That center line on the feather, not so great. Why isn't there great detail on this proof coin? Because one of the ways they got it to a proof state was to polish it down a little bit. This is the eagle holding the arrows. Down underneath you see some pretty good definition in this tail feather coming down below. No feathers coming down the legs or between the legs really on this one. And the olive branch here is pretty defined but a little bit smooth. But here's the defined part that you want to look at. On the L and on the A, it clearly touches the A there. Becomes one with the A, and it really does with the first L also. That's a proof reverse. So this has a proof front and a proof reverse, and you can tell by the shininess of the front and by the touching on the back here. It says quarter dollar at the bottom, and at the Philadelphia Mint in 1962 they made 39 million of these. One of the commenters, Richard Apple, who wrote an article for Coin Week, that the mint ran out of dies for the coins and chose some of the proof dies to make sure they could make enough coins. And so if you want to look, Dr. Richard Apple wrote an article that's in Coin Week on the type A and type B proof reverses and why a proof reverse got on a regular coin. One of the things you don't want to do is look on the back of a Denver Mint coin for the proof reverse, because they didn't have that, and the Denver Mint did not produce proof coins. What's a Denver Mint coin look like? Well, it looks like the same on the front, doesn't it? That's because the mint marks were on the back in 1962, and then we turn it over and we see, yep, there it is right there on the back, Denver, D for Denver Mint mark, and we see some great patina on this one. In fact, we see a little bit of patina sometimes just in the rim of these coins. There are 119 of these reeds on the rim in a U.S. quarter. How much money are these worth? Well, that's the interesting thing. Because this is a proof coin, the value of this coin is not as high as it would be otherwise if it was in this kind of shape. The proof coins in 1962 get up as high as a proof 70, and they have found 10 proof 70s, and they go for about $250 each, so not huge value. What about this coin here? This is the Denver Mint coin, and remember they only made them in Denver and Philly. When we look for the Denver Mint coin, this is what's called a regular strike Denver Mint coin, because that's the only strike they did in Denver. And they made 36 million of these. Of the 36 million, they've found one that was an MS67 Plus, and for some reason in 2019, the MS67 Plus Denver Mint coin sold for $26,400. The PCGS does not believe that reflects the market value, at least not anymore. They believe that an MS67 Plus is worth $8,000 or under, and they believe that if you could get to an MS68, you may be talking about $10,000+. This coin here, if you can get it in really good shape, is worth $26,000. This coin here, if you can get it in really good shape, in fact the best shape you could possibly get, is worth about $240. So the proof coins are not hugely valuable. What about if you get a proof reverse though? PCGS has found 2 Philadelphia coins with a type 2 or a proof reverse on them that are at MS67. At MS67, the type 2 reverse from Philly was essentially a front like this and a back like this. The type 2 reverse from Philly, they found 2 of them, and they are worth $4,500 each. So get the proof reverse, but get it on a Philadelphia regular mint coin, and then you get up over $4,000.